Hey yo, what's up guys? As you can tell by the title, in this video I'm gonna show you guys how I spend my daily time in the training room and what I do to improve my aim or just warm up before games in general. But note before I start, this video will focus on practice and tracking aim a lot since I think it's very important and in general it's very underrated. So without further ado, let's get started. So I will always start by spraying on this wall and try to draw a line with my scope. Here I start with red dot. And as you can see on the screen right now, it takes approximately 2 seconds for an enemy to cross the wall from the one side to the other side. So when I draw the line with my scope, I'll try to match the same speed. Note, I'm only gonna use angle grip for my M4 and extended quick draw mag. After doing this for a couple of times, I'm gonna switch over to the right wall on the other side, as you can see here on the screen. Here you will need to strive a little bit faster because it takes like just a little bit less than 2 seconds for a guy to cross the wall. And I also love like changing distances between me and the wall, and I really like playing around this wall. Like it's my favorite wall basically in the whole training room. And believe me or not, but this is gonna help you at shooting people moving sideways so much, which is of course harder than shooting at people that don't move at all, and that's why I find this exercise so useful. After spraying on people running around from up the mountain, as you can see right now in the video, to warm up myself with the 4x scope, I repeat all those exercises, except that I'm gonna use a 4x now instead of a red dot. And since I'm gonna use my 4x for longer distances too, I'm gonna use 2 more spots that are farther away. The first one is, like you can see on the screen right now, this line on the yellow house in the back. And the second one is gonna be this bridge. As you can see on this spot, I stand almost 300 meters away from the bridge, and I try to draw a line with my spray on around those protection bars of the bridge. Don't forget that it's also important to strive from both sides, so from left to right and also from right to left, since you will encounter both situations in your real matches. And last but not least, for my last exercise with M4, I'm gonna shoot on this rock, like you can see on the screen right now, and I'm just gonna pretend that an enemy will pick me from there. And while I do this, I make sure that I move while I shoot, like I will do in real matches, because it's very effective to move while you shoot, just to make yourself not an easy target to hit by a bolt action sniper or DMR or even another M4. After I'm done with M4, I switch over to SKS or SLR, like you can see in this case, and I repeat most of the things actually. And when I shoot with DMR, I shoot kinda slowly, but that's just because I wanna make sure that every shot counts, and I'm trying my best to be as accurate as possible. And finally, I'm gonna go over behind this wood thing and try to hit the bars on top of the crane. Here again, I really take my time and make sure that every shot counts, and I try to be as accurate as possible, because in real matches I want to use a DMR over an M4 when I'm facing people on longer distances with a good amount of cover, like people in head glitches most of the times. That's why I really put value on hitting my shots. And after I'm done with all those training room, I go play some TDMs against my teammates, because honestly that's all I need, I think, for the training for close range fights. That's it for the video guys, I hope you enjoyed. This type of content was a bit different of what I would usually upload, so make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed and let me know in the comment section below if I should do one more video like this dedicated to close range fights only. Peace out.